Leanne McAdoo for Infowars.com. I am standing here on Brown Street, which is right in the historic downtown section of Napa. And we are standing with Rick Molinari. He's the owner of Molinari Cafe. His business is sandwiched in between these historic buildings that sustained most of the damage here of what we've seen downtown. Rick, your business actually seems to have withstood a lot of the aftershocks and quake itself.
Correct. There's actually was very little damage to my building. It was recently retrofitted about 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm very fortunate that nothing's wrong with my building inside.
So how does it feel as a business owner to come here and see that you've been red tagged and it's been deemed unsafe?
It's kind of upsetting because I wanted to be open, and a lot of people have been asking me why I can't open, but it's mainly because of the buildings that are next to me, and trying to make the positive thing out of it and seeing what I could do.
So how will this affect your business moving forward?
Right now, it looks like these buildings probably won't be taken care of for a couple months. So I have to look for either a pop-up, place my employees places. Luckily I have a store up in Yountville to work that, but it's gonna, I have enough to probably keep myself closed for at least 2 or 3 months, but if it goes any further than that, then I might have to go to another place.
Did they allow you inside the building at all to remove some of the things that you needed?
I was not red tagged until yesterday morning at 9:30, and I had most of it pretty much taken out as much as I can. This morning I was going to go in, but I couldn't. But I got most of it out, and we'll see what else I can do.
So how do you feel knowing that this earthquake rocked Napa and that they're on obviously the Napa fault, but then a lesser known fault was what actually caused this eruption? How does that make you feel living here and running a business here?
It just feels kind of awkward. Didn't know about that fault. We've had earthquakes here in the last 2 or 3 months that weren't as big as this, but I'm just happy that I have a building that I know that can withstand it.
Absolutely. And so what have you been hearing from the community? Obviously, we saw some reports of you in the news. You
Right.
seem to be a beloved business in this town. What has the community said?
A lot of them have actually been, messaging me and calling me, asking me if they need my help or places, and they're actually trying to find places for me to open. They all wanted me to be open. And yesterday, they were looking forward to it, but I couldn't. So it's nice to hear. It's nice to hear that, and I hopefully be opening in the next couple of weeks someplace else for temporary.
And you actually experienced the earthquake at your own home. Tell me a little bit about that.
Woke up to things pretty much flying and getting almost knocked out of the bed, and it was kind of scary, but then I realized that it was over, and then pretty much called everyone that I knew, my family, and ran next door and checked on my neighbors, and then I shot down here at 4 o'clock in the morning and looked at this location and took a deep breath because there really was very minimal damage.
Right.
So, but a lot more people actually have more damage than I do around a couple blocks up. So I feel for them as well.
And any idea about insurance costs? I mean, earthquake coverage must be exorbitant. Is it going to rise? How much will these covered by insurance?
I would say that probably 95% of downtown is not covered due to high expenses. The reason why I didn't do it is because I retrofitted this building, or had it retrofitted, so I knew that it would be fine, and there was no sense of it. But no one has insurance down here. We rarely have flood insurance anymore because of certain things. So things are being taken care of, but that's just something that we don't even think of.
Right. It's a crippling cost. I know, just being from Florida, it's mandatory that you have wind coverage for hurricanes, but here we are in an earthquake zone and it's not necessarily mandatory. How are people going to recover?
That's going to be hard to say. It's all going to rely basically on us sticking together and getting us back to normal as fast as we can. I think once we can get back to normal and everyone knows that we are open, there's people that are open, once we get back to normal, I think it'll be a lot easier for everybody.
Thank you. For Infowars.com, I'm Leanne McAdoo. City of Austin tap water versus filtered City of Austin tap water.
I can taste dirt in it.
God knows what's in this.
This has an aftertaste.
Tastes like Austin water? Yeah, it does.
These people just sampled City of Austin tap water straight from the faucet. Next, we had them try a sample of tap water filtered through the Pro Pure G2.0 filtration system.
High quality H2O.
That one is better.
Tastes like nothing.
Yep, I know what good water tastes like. It's good water.
Most tap water contains added substances like fluoride, chlorine, Monsanto's deadly pesticide, glyphosate, and many others. Studies prove that these substances are linked to an assortment of major health issues, including tooth decay, lowered IQ, and even cancer.
It tastes like you're drinking out of the lake when you're drinking tap water.
Yeah, it has that processed flavor to it.
The Pro Pure G2.0 filtration system removes these deadly substances and many more, leaving only fresh-tasting, deliciously clean water.
Okay, this is very tasty.
It's good water.
Refreshing.
It's good.
Go to InfoWarsStore.com today. Use promo code WATER and save 10% off your Pro Pure purchase. Again, that's InfoWarsStore.com or call 1-888-253-3139.